Look at tools and they go, oh, just perfect for the guy. Let me tell you what, I need tools as much as any guy needs tools, because usually even my guy, if he's around, he just doesn't like to do that kind of thing. So I do it myself. I love empowering myself. Bell & Howell makes it so easy, because this is indeed a great gift. You know why? 48-in-1. It's a socket wrench, but it is 48 different sizes, and it is all in one piece, which is so amazing. You have to see it to believe it. Lou Caputo brings us, really. Hello. It should be called like the magic socket wrench or something, because it does so many different things, but it's all just right here. Comes with its carry case.
With a little carrying case that fits on your belt.
Comes in colors, red and blue.
Yep.
But I don't care about the colors. I don't care about the carry case. I care about all of these little, it's the best,
that's right,
smartest, coolest design.
No, no, it really is. It's practical, it's innovative, and I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? There was a time where I couldn't walk out of a big box store without buying tools. No. Like every time I went in, and you know, then I would go repair stuff around the house, and I'd be reaching through all this stuff and trying to find the right size socket or the right wrench or whatever that is. And nowadays, all I do is just walk out there, because that's the thing, I don't mind doing the repairs. What I hate is having to go through the tools. Now I just walk out and I get my bionic wrench, and it's that simple to do. 48 different tools this is gonna replace for you, and the way it does it is actually genius, okay? When you look at each one of these sockets that's on here, there's 4 on each side. There's 4 large ones on this side, 4 smaller ones on the other side. These rotate, okay? And when you look inside of these, you're gonna see that there are 12 teeth inside of every one of these. Now, the way this is designed, what this allows us to do is you can use this, Alice, on metric sockets and metric nuts and bolts. You can use this on standard. You can use this on spline. You can use it on Torx. You can use it on square bolts, 6-sided bolts, 12-sided bolts, even damaged bolts. And I'm talking about the kind that are like rounded. You're gonna find a size that's gonna work. And if you look at this chart right here, at this example, you can see that we've got 2 different sizes for every one of these, because the same size, if it's 3/4 inch or 19 millimeter, they're really, really close together. But if you get the wrong socket, it's not gonna work. But watch this. I can just put this on here, and right away I've got the right size to fit that. Now there's another one below that. If I go down to the next one, all I'm gonna do is just rotate the head, and that's the wrong size. That's the wrong size, but wait a minute. Oh, I found the right size, and it's that simple to do. And we've got something on here for everything, including even your smaller sizes. So Alice, this is gonna replace 48 different tools in your kit. Now, the other thing about this is that it's contractor grade, and what I mean by that is when you feel this in your hand, it is really substantial.
Serious.
It is a serious tool. I mean, if I take one of these metal, you know, box wrenches here and bang it against it, you can hear this is a serious piece of equipment. It weighs just under 1 pound, okay? We call it contractor grade, and I think you're gonna find the same thing about this when you give it.
Absolutely, and when you give it, the people you give it to are going to get it. I mean, it is brilliant. It is so smart. Everything all in one tool. Why do you have those big toolboxes? You know who you are, and it was me. It was me. I had, my dad, when I moved off to college, gave me a great big toolbox.
Yep.
I have carried that with me my entire life, because I always have to fix my own stuff. I never had somebody around that could just, you know, even if I had somebody around, they were not the handyman.
It was you.
It's just like, okay, let me get the toolbox.
Sure.
It was this big, okay? All this stuff in there, I could never find anything. I can find this. Your junk drawer, clear it out, throw it away. You need this and nothing else. It is such a great design. But
it is.
Geez, I just love, I would love to meet the person
who came up with this idea.
I just think it's just
brilliant.
Brilliant.
Well, and even the handle on this is this really nice thick rubber. So when you're grabbing this and you're really torquing on something, it's not gonna hurt your hand when you're working with it. I have one of these in each one of my vehicles. I carry them on the boat with me as well, because you never know when you're gonna need to tighten something, repair something, loosen something, however that's gonna work out. And you can't take all of your tools with you, okay? So this is the one that you wanna have at hand. And like I said, this is the one that I always grab these days as well. Now, there's a couple neat things that this does though, and I'm gonna go back to the board over here because I want you to see this real quick. Let's say, Alice, that like with a ratchet, one of the cool things about a ratchet is when I'm ratcheting something, right, I can go a certain distance and then go back, and a certain distance and go back, because maybe there's something that's blocking me so I can't get in there. I can do the same thing with this, and watch this. I can do a turn on this and get to a certain point where I can't go anymore and bring it back down around like that and just do it like that. Look how easy.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, but then there's more, because what if it's straight down, like in an engine compartment or somewhere where I can't get a regular ratchet in? Well, look at that right there. I can use this absolutely vertical like that as well. So it's really great tool, very, very versatile. But here's the interesting thing. In the beginning of this presentation, I said that if this will work on square bolts, it'll work on Torx bolts, spline bolts, 6-sided, 12-sided, even damaged bolts, okay? If you don't know what any of that stuff is, then this is for you, okay? If you got somebody in your life who doesn't know what I just said, that's for them, because this is gonna cover all the bases, you know? Why go out and buy a whole set of metric and a whole set of standard when you've got everything right here in your hand?
Right here in your hand, and you do not have to go look for it. You don't have to look for it. You will always have it with you. The quality of when you pick it up, you're gonna get it. I mean, this is some of the best quality we have ever offered, or frankly, that I've ever seen. It is gonna be so durable. I think you will have this generationally. Oh yeah. You'll be passing this down to your kids because it is that good in terms of the quality. But it is about design. You know what? The days of having those great big toolboxes with all those different wrenches and this and that, all gone. This is all you need. $19.95. It is just a really smart decision that you're going to make today. Make it for your kids. Make it. My daughter just moved into an apartment. She needs it.
It's great for putting furniture together.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, no, I've done it. It's awesome.
That she orders comes in 100 pieces.
Absolutely.
I looked at this thing. I'm like, what is it? She goes, it's going to be a dresser. I said, maybe
eventually.
Maybe next month.
Yeah, not today.
Insane. Absolutely crazy. You need this, but you never know what you need until you need it. You've already got it. You have already got it.
Well, let's play a little pretend here, okay? So let's imagine that this box wrench is a bolt, okay? And there's a nut all the way down here that I need to get to. Now, if I take a regular socket and I try to put that on there, it's not gonna go past the end of the socket, okay? Now, normally in a situation like this, you'd have to have a set what we call deep sockets. And in this case, super, super deep sockets or an open box wrench. But watch what we can do when we put this through here. It fits all the way down with the bionic wrench because it's an open design. So I can actually get that. So I don't have to have standard, metric. I don't have to have deep sockets. I don't need any of that. And again, let's go back to the whole thing about you have no idea what I'm talking about. It's fine. Trust me, you get this. You're not going to get in these situations. You're going to be like, now what do I do? Yeah. You grab your bionic wrench.
He's speaking a different language to me right now.
It's Greek.
I don't care, because when I look at something and I look at it and I go, I got to tighten that or I got to loosen it. All I have to do is look at that. I don't know what it's called. I don't need to know what it's called.
Don't have to. Nope.
All I need to know is that it's going to fit.
Exactly. And that's it. And I'm going to tell you something. I've given these as gifts. You know, like last year, my UPS driver, Corey, I gave one to him. Absolutely. Once he figured out what it was, he absolutely loved it. Because that's the thing. You got to tell people, here's how you use it. You flip these over. It's pretty intuitive at the end of the day.
It is incredibly smart. Yeah. And a great investment in your home, in your sanity, in your toolbox, because you don't need it anymore. You just need this.
That's right.
$19.95 comes with its case, comes in blue and red. Lou,
I love it.
Thank you so much for being
with us. You're very welcome.
All righty, stay in the ordering process for that. Something we have coming up that we have not offered.